So I'm delighted to be with Neil Mangan from Home Experts, Kensington and Chelsea. Neil's a sponsor of the Property Summit coming up on Saturday, June 10th. Look, Neil, we were exploring on Facebook Live, and if you haven't checked that particular interview, it's not on my page. I will be sharing it on my page. It may be easy to see it on Neil's page. Neil Mangan, M-A-N-G-A-N, and Neil is N-E-I-L. Well, it could be N-E-A-L. Yeah. Look, so do watch that video. It's an interesting video, to say the least. All the videos I try to make interesting. And
that's because you're in them, Brendan.
Okay. Look, Property Summit 2017 June, easy to get to. It's based in the heart of the city, London. You've got a different number of particular facets for the particular day. You've got structure and deals, how to scale your development business. Neil's also going to be involved presenting about the market update. Neil, your background is initially in the army.
Yeah.
Involved in a duty in Bosnia.
I did a tour of Bosnia in 1994, 6 months.
Also noted as a boxer in the army as well. Then moved into university in terms of studying sociology, and then started a property background career, age about 25, 26?
Yeah, 25, 26, yeah.
And it was literally just one property.
Yeah, I bought one property for 20 grand. It was council property at the time. Was council tenant. Fortunately, I got the discount, so it enabled me to buy it. The property was actually worth 100 grand. So literally overnight when I purchased it, I'd remortgaged it and bought another 2-bed property in Coventry for 70 grand. And again, refurbed that within 4 months and sold it for 125. And so I had a few quid behind me to start investing in properties. I was 26 years old, full of life, and so although I was making money, because in that time from the year 2000 to 2008, I must have flipped, in other words, buying and selling about 35 properties. And I had a great time doing it. But I was also traveling around the world, going to different cultures, all around Southeast Asia, India, all around Europe, South America and America itself. So I had a great time traveling, but every time I was coming back, I built up my own little team, so I was always buying and selling properties. And just having the best time, for 8 years having the best time, but also making money, and after that time I got into securing repossessed houses. It was 2007, 2008, and a friend of mine, we opened a company, a national company, securing repossessed houses, and at the time, we must have been doing between 15 and 20 repos a day. And when I say repos, the house was, I want to make this very clear, because a lot of people have said to me in the past, how can you repossess a house? I actually never repossessed a house. The bailiff repossessed the house. We used to secure repossessed houses, basically change the locks, drain down the sewers to make sure it was all secure. And another aspect of the repossession was that usually, unfortunately, a property that's been repossessed is in a poor state. So the kitchen, bathroom, generally speaking, the property needs to be refurbed itself. So I guess I was gaining hands-on experience with dealing with these different asset management companies in doing refurbs. And so the pricing came into it, the management, the project management, which you touched on earlier on in the previous video.
So the Facebook Live video.
Yeah, the Facebook Live video was on my name. So a lot of things came about in hindsight now, just as a result of my experiences doing the repossessions. And that went on from 2007 to 2012, and then the crash came again. So it's a very interesting time. I guess in many ways an educational time, but then I moved into the building game, because the banks weren't paying out, the asset management companies weren't paying out for repos and other work, so it kind of made sense to go down that route. And I had a lot of work in Coventry, but then I decided to move down to the Big Smoke for new adventures, and I guess in many ways to educate myself further in developments, because for me now, that's where the money is. So coming to a lot of events such as Brendan's, I meet the likes of Nicole Bremner
from Eastgate,
and the guys from the Vincent Group.
Yeah, Tim Thierry,
Tor Portes from Development. Yeah, all these guys and many more, all set up development companies and doing very well. So I guess in many ways for me, I see it as an education. Not only obviously it's good for networking, but it's also an education to see how different people have different outlooks and strategies in property, and it works for them.
So Neil, you're joining us. You're giving an update on the property market at the Property Summit on Saturday, June the 10th. It's an amazing venue, amazing lineup as well. Have a look at Property 2017.eventbrite.com. So you'll see underneath the video, it will be a description of how to book as well. So I added a tab. Look, I'm just going to say huge thanks to Neil for the moment, because I know Neil's off to jiu-jitsu training. Look, I'd love to do a bit more detailed video because this is literally a 5-minute snapshot. Neil's got such a fascinating background. Neil will be doing a longer presentation for me as well going forward. So both when? Yeah, well,
that's fine.
At some point.
Yeah.
So look, that's it for the moment. So have a look at the upcoming event. Underneath the video will be the description of how to book. And that's it. Huge thanks, Neil. And huge thanks as well.
Thank you. Have a good day. All the best. Bye-bye.